All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Murray off play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
I'm going back to you. Check safety, check safety. Spot. No. Check them, set.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Throwing on 1st down. Start. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Exit. 57's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Stark. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Haywood. 57.
Throwing again. Start. That'll be caught by Hester. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hester. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A good pickup, 17 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check. Back, door, out.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Ready up. Mike 57. Hey, stand off. He's crossing.
Here's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Watch 57. Watch the curve. 57. Let's go.
From the gun. Start. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter Feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Well, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. Mike. 56.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
That's it, baby.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And able to find Kirk complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Cardinals first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson at 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Got it.
6 Mike. 26 Mike.
Look. Squeeze. Ready.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Watch the slant. 26 go.
Operating from the gun. Start. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down past the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On second down, Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught by Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. Where the Bears will take over at their own 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
56. Mike's 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creeping. 56 to Mike, boy. 56.
On first down, Johnson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
57's check pass.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here, and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mike, 57.
I got him. Check. Joker. Check.
Go. Check 3.
General West.
Watch twins.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Hey, check Mike 57. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, lock it. Give me that ball, defense.
Hey, look.
From the gun. Start. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Looking to throw. Start. That is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hard. Ready.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Slam.
Rock it.
Shit.
On 3rd down. Start. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch the safety creep.
Check. Lucky.
Bravo.
Check. Fresno.
Check 13.
Watch the twist.
Operating from the gun. Start. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They're not ready for this. They still get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Start. This one taken in by Hester. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let you play.
Mike's 57. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Start. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Start. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
You don't want no problem
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you have most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
On second down, here's Murray. Flushed out right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Johnson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Stark dumping it off for Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down.
Every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, start. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Operating from the gun. Start. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even been... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lock.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as the Bears push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the...
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. You go take. You got take. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
You better be afraid of me.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep downfield for... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Hey, Haywood.
On 1st down, start. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Showing up. Slam. Check 26. Shift. Big Dad.
You're out. Hey, wahoo. Yeah.
Looking to throw. Start. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
On
The Bears on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Delta. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Come on, D. Shift. Watch the shift.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Back to throw. Start. He gets this into a Bears first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Johnson.
I got you, boy.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Start. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw. Start. And Ingram holds it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Bears, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.